This is the TB3072 wet collector. This particular wet collector has been customized. It has a couple of features that are not standard for the wet collector. The hazardous duty light and the fork pockets are standard, but the chain slot is customized. It has a custom middle divider to separate the work surface. It has a non-scratch, easily removable rubber mat on top, and the grates on the work surface have been coated in a poly-dip coating. Underneath the grates is where you'll access the water. The grates are pressure fit and can easily be removed. To start with, we will do a demonstration with a smoke machine, and we'll fill up the unit and then turn it on. Our wet downdraft equipment uses liquid as the filter media. Dual draw wet collectors are independently tested to be more than 95% efficient to 0.5 to 5 microns and more than 99% efficient to 10 microns. As you can see here, underneath the work surface, the grating which we talked about previously, they're pressure fit, can easily be popped out to access the water below. The sump needs to be cleaned on a daily basis per NFPA standard 484. This can be performed in a number of different ways. The unit comes with a simple sludge rake that is used by operators to pull the sludge out on a daily basis into a collection bin or drum. The unit is designed for straightforward removal of sludge once the easy to remove work surface is pulled off. The next item that we'll review is going to be the control panel. The control panels are UL certified and designed specifically for wet collectors. They come complete with a push button on and off motor starter, pressure gauges to monitor the system and the health of the unit, a light switch, and an alarm system that will alert operators of faults such as high water conditions. Panels can be configured with user-specific requirements such as additional contractors that can be enable or disable connected processing equipment. For example, a grinding tool or HVAC system that suppliers make up air would turn to for the collector. We will come back to this after our overview when we are ready to turn on the unit again. We will next take a look at the plumbing on the unit and the water fill requirements as part of the installation. As part of the installation requirements, plumbing will need to be connected to the two locations on the unit. The first incoming water line that will need to be used to keep the collector water level at optimal level is the 1/2 inch NPT connection that happens to be right here. When the unit first arrives, customer can either fill the unit manually through adding water through the open work surface, or they can twist the small knob over there to let water in through the connected 1/2 inch NPT. Customers should fill the equipment to the fill lines, which are visible when looking inside the sump with the work surface removed. The water fill line should be located as a score mark on the metal located on the baffling stabilizers inside the sump or along the side of the unit. This is typically 14 to 15 inches from the bottom of the tank, or about halfway the rolled edge inside the unit. Note that the unit will only call for water enough will call for more water when enough has evaporated that it needs to maintain its optimal efficiency. The other plumbing connection is a 1/2-inch NPT connection. The main drain connection combines the overflow drain and the system drain into one connection. We recommend that customers perform a full fill and the drain upon receipt of the equipment. This will allow customers to check any potential leaks that may have been caused in transport, as well as prepare their internal infrastructure for periodic draining of the system. In general, we recommend draining and refilling the wet collector 1 time per month. This will keep any potential hydrogen gas buildup to a minimum, material accumulation to a minimum, and lastly, keep the water fresh and free of any associated odors. Customers should consult with their internal environmental health manager and their local municipality prior to draining any sludge into public drainage to ensure all environmental regulations are followed accordingly. Moving around the unit, we will be opening the unit from the rear access door to show where the dehumidifiers are located and where they should be serviced. Once the door is removed, the dehumidifiers are visible. Dehumidifiers should be checked and cleaned once a week. For the first few weeks of operations, these should be removed and inspected to get a sense of material accumulation. On some units, this will require a hand tool to remove the bracket holding these into place. Most often, customers will use a pressure washer to spray these off while sitting in the collector. Sludge should be removed from the front of the unit following the cleaning process to prevent the dislodged material from being pulled back onto the dehumidifiers when the unit is next re-energized and used for operation. With the back door off, this also provides an opportunity to inspect the blower wheel. This is an easy method to check for appropriate rotation of the blower wheel during installation. From this vantage point, the blower wheel should be spinning counterclockwise. Please use extreme caution when checking blower rotation of the spinning fan. The door should be closed when energizing the equipment and then removed 30 seconds after turning the unit off. Please use a flashlight from a safe distance of approximately 5 feet to watch the blower wheel slow down and to determine rotation. With the door removed, the blower wheel stopped and the unit discontinued from the main power switch. The inspection of the blower wheel should also be occasionally performed to ensure that no material accumulation that may be seen. Continuing around to the unit, on the opposite side, you'll see it does not have any controls or drains. As a point of reference, we calibrate all of our units to industrial hygiene standards, and the face velocity measurements are taken for a full day's period at our facility. That concludes your demonstration video of your customized dual draw wet collector. For any additional information or questions, please reference your operator's manual or feel free to give us a call at 1-800-977-2125. Thank you.